All right, cool. So Sora is in Smash. What a time to absolutely live. I'm with the absolute Kingdom Hearts legends. It's me, Treehouse. If you guys just want to go around and introduce yourselves and stuff like that.
Hello guys, I'm Lans and I am a master.
What's up, y'all? I'm KHGuides, manage KHGuides.com. Huge Kingdom Hearts enthusiast. Sora's in Smash. It's a good day.
Sickos and normies, the Landi Lodge is hopping in a treehouse today. Welcome.
How's it going, everybody? It's Jasheeshh. It's good to be here. It's a good time to be alive. It's actually a good time as well to be a new Smash player. I've only played Smash maybe 3 to 4 times in my life, so I'll be purchasing it sometime next week when I get paid, and then I'll be maining Sora.
Noob.
No, I'm in that boat too. I have Ultimate, but yeah, 3 to 4
We'll
times
train together,
I've played,
guys.
That's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Treehouse will hold a class for us, so we all get good. But yeah, I'm Lunar Lux.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people know who I am. I used to stream and do YouTube a lot, but Sora's reveal in Smash has brought me back from the dead, and I'm ready to go on October 18th. So let's go.
Let's go.
And I'm AndyBru. I like games and I like Kingdom Hearts, and yeah, Sora's in Smash. It still doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real.
Insane.
Doesn't feel real.
I know, it's great. It's like that whole day kind of felt like a dream, and I didn't really know. Like, it felt weird,
Dude,
actually.
it still feels like a dream, bro. Like it's been 5 days. It still feels like a dream. Like I wake up every day, and right before I go to work, I watch the trailer every time before I go to work. It's just so good. It's just so good.
What did you guys think about when you had when you guys were waiting for the announcement, like on that loading screen on YouTube on Nintendo's account? Like, what were you guys thinking? Were you like Sora, or were you like, okay, it might be a Nintendo character?
So I was on a call with Damo and Water, and we were just talking about it on his stream for a little bit. And I was saying, I'm like, I want it to be Sora, but I'm not expecting it. And if it's not going to hurt, because I'm sure that everybody here has felt the pain every time, not when a character gets revealed, but just because it's not Sora, you just kind of get that sting, and eventually it just kind of stops hurting. And I think we could all agree after Sephiroth, we're like, you know what, we'll take this. It's our win. Yeah. So I wasn't really expecting Sora. I was kind of tempering my expectations. And then when I saw the trailer, it wasn't anything Kingdom Hearts really related. I was like, okay, that's it. We're done. We're good. Like, it's cool, whoever it is. And we all know where it went from there. But yeah, so I wasn't expecting him at all. I mean, I wanted him, but like the second I saw the trailer, I'm like, it's probably not him. So
I fully believe the leaks myself. Like I there was a chance in my mind that this person didn't know that there was a direct on October 5th, and they just put in the Kingdom Hearts and Sora stuff just to for some clout or whatever. There could have been a chance of that, but I was nervous, obviously, but I was confident it was going to be Sora.
You guys all saw the leak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird that the one true Sora leak is the one that got literally no attention, like at all.
So I know, that's crazy,
We've been
right?
hurt so many times before at that point. Like we've already been hurt so many times.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah, like I had that mindset of I'll see it. Like when I see it, I'll believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the build up
I didn't know
Sora
about
was
the leak
maximum amount of
until
time.
the week of the duet.
Same. No, I'm in Lance's boat. Like, because I saw the date of the leak. It was like June or July or something. I was like, what? Like, that's weird. And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna believe it.
Well, because it started out like I work at Disney and this and that.
Right.
Yeah, they got the date.
There was like the I wasn't capitalized. I was like, this isn't legit.
I thought someone was just trolling to try to get Kingdom Hearts fans hyped up again for disappointment. I was like, I'll see it when I believe it.
Well, it doesn't help that something like that could be so easily doctored by any schmuck.
Right.
In
That's what I'm
Photoshop,
saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the weird thing about that leak is that it was posted in June and no one saw it, and then it was reposted in September, and people were saying, oh, it's like just some guy literally going around spamming it. But then other people were like, okay, no one noticed it in June, the direct happened in September, so maybe like they're trying, like they thought something was off or their source was wrong, or I don't know exactly, but it's like the fact that they kept posting it again was kind of interesting. So
what What if
I
they were
didn't know about
actually?
that.
What if they were actually like doing it for clout and they actually didn't know it was Sora? And
You never know. That's the thing. Yeah.
Uh,
That's the crazy thing. So it was pretty nuts because like, so right before, you know, as I was waiting, like my heart was like so for Sora, but my mind was like, I just don't know. Like I had pictures of this Disney Switch edition only in Japan. Like I had it on my page. Like we were looking at that. We were looking at like the Japanese Dream Drop Distance 3DS exclusive. Like we were going down the line and being like, it could work. It could work. But then as soon as like Doom Guy got revealed as a Mii costume, I thought the chances were like, they went from 20% to like 80%.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I thought right away. I don't know if anyone was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy.
I don't know, man. I was in complete denial the entire time. I was like, here comes Master Chief, here comes Crash Bandicoot. Here, I don't know. No, it literally took until I saw the freaking Mickey logo keychain for me to actually believe it was happening.
Yep,
Right.
that's what did it for me.
Yeah, like, I wanted it so bad, and it was like right even when Mario stepped off that platform and like it like disappeared, I even was like, oh my god, but I was like, no, I'm literally reaching, and because it looked very Kingdom Hearts-esque, and then I was like, no, it's not. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Dude, even like the sound effects, like whenever he's looking at it,
it was like
it just sounded like Kingdom Hearts sound effects.
I was just like, no, I was like, relax.
Well,
And then like the second,
I'm kind of in Landy's boat a little bit of like, because like literally for years I've been told that like it's never gonna happen. So like my mindset is like, as much as I want Sora, like in my mind it was like, I know it's not gonna happen, so I wasn't expecting it. And then when it happened, I was like, literally anything is possible. Like literally anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's the spirit of Smash right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Mhm.
challenging the impossible. And Sora's a perfect representation of that. I think everyone who was, you know, on the boat for Sora had the hope for Sora, but maybe didn't have the confidence. I was in that boat. Like I obviously hoped with all of my heart, no pun intended, that it was Sora.
No,
did I think it was actually going to be him? No, it's like one of the hardest characters you're ever going to get. And we literally waited the maximum amount of time you could wait for Sora to be in Smash.
But the payoff was so worth it because he's the perfect final character.
It makes perfect sense. Like he was the light in that darkness that brought
connecting everybody, bringing
one
power,
light that never goes out.
bringing everyone to life. Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing is like, you know, back in the days of like Smash for Wii U and 3DS, you know, like they had all the base characters in that, and then they worked on the DLC. So like when they announced Mewtwo, they didn't actually have Mewtwo in the game until like 7 months later, which took a long time, but then they added Lucas. So everyone was like, oh my gosh, they have to be adding like a bunch more characters. So like, I think it was in like 2016 when they announced Cloud for Smash as DLC, that was when like that started all this ultimate stuff, I think. Like Bayo's crazy, but Cloud is something different, right? So
Cloud
like
was huge.
Yeah, when we got Cloud, we only got 2 soundtracks. So then when Ultimate released, we only got 2 soundtracks from Final Fantasy VII plus the same stage. So we were like, okay, like they must have really still been tight with no music. And then it turns out, you know, they just added more music with Sephiroth. And then it's like, oh, well, there goes Sora's chances again. But then part of it just makes so much sense to have Sora with Cloud and Sephiroth, but then you're, you know, in denial because of it too.
It's so funny because like with the first Fighters Pass, when Hero got revealed, I was making a video saying how I think Sora's still in it. And it was the most copium thing ever, but I'm so glad I was right, is that he will be represented as a Disney character. Because for people who don't know, although the games are put out by Square Enix, he is a Disney character. He is owned by Disney.
Right.
So I always said, I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's Square Enix or not. He's a Disney character. Like, so that's why I literally was like, it doesn't matter. And then at the end of the presentation, when you saw the Disney copyright down there, I was like, I want a handwritten apology from every single person that told me I was wrong.
In the comment section.
We were right.
It's been a quiet week for all the haters. It's been very quiet.
Love to see it.
Well, it's crazy because you were talking about Cloud and stuff, and because I heard, I didn't play Smash on the Wii U actually, whenever that was a thing, and I actually wasn't even invested in Final Fantasy at the time either. But like I heard Cloud almost didn't make it back into Ultimate, and so like the fact that he did is a huge deal. And I mean, I don't know the details of all of that. You know, I've watched videos and I've read some stuff, but then they add Sephiroth, and it's like, it does it get any better than that? It does. Like
It does. It did.
You're
It
right.
kept
So
going.
did.
Right. Yeah. So like Sakurai would basically, whenever, well, in the development of Smash for 3DS and Wii U, he would always do these Famitsu columns, and a lot of the time he would do it with the game developer. So like, for instance, Junichi Masuda of Pokemon, Sakurai would have interviews on Famitsu with Junichi Masuda, and they would kind of talk about, and the interviewer would say, oh, what was the hardest part about getting Pokemon? And Junichi and Sakurai would say like, oh, the hardest part would be like getting the right voice acting for each Pokemon, and the trainer and stuff was like the hardest thing. And then he also did one with Tetsuya Nomura about Cloud. So they've been pretty close and stuff like that, but those ultimate reports about Cloud almost not like the whole everyone is here almost didn't happen. I saw the same thing. But yeah, it's pretty nuts because I don't know how far Cloud has been in development, but I mean, Sora being the #1 picked character from the Smash ballot is absolutely huge, right? So like that was in the time of when Satoru Iwata was around, and they said in this last presents that Satoru Iwata knew that Sora was the most requested character and that they were working on it ever since then. So basically, at the end of the DLC for Smash Wii U, they started Ultimate right away. So negotiations have been taking place for like 6 years about Sora.
Amazing.
And like Nintendo has stuff locked up.
Steve negotiations were like 5 years in development. So
yeah,
it's
impressive
insane.
the number of people who have had to work on that implementation and had to keep that a secret, regardless of, you know, whatever information got leaked out, which was honestly minimal for a 6-year time period.
Yep.
Right. I was gonna say, like, it's it just shows like if Sakurai wants a character in the game, he's gonna get him in the game, him or her in the game. You know, it's like, because I saw people saying like, you know, Sakurai was really doing this just to like, you know, like, just to appease the fans, all because he actually wanted them in the game. I was like, no, like he's been doing this for in negotiations for 6 years. Like he wants him in the game. Sakurai even said he played all the Kingdom Hearts games, so he's obviously a fan. Like you can tell.
And a chat.
Very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He was explaining some lore as well. That was cool.
Yeah.
What did he say in the presents? He was like, you have to play them all. And I was like, he knows.
They're all substantial. You know, you gotta play them all. Yeah.
I just think one of my favorite parts about Sora's inclusion is like the discourse in the Kingdom Hearts community is Kingdom Hearts 3 is better. Kingdom Hearts 2 is better. And Sakurai's like, nah. Kingdom Hearts 1 is better.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, something that's really interesting about that is, you know, like when Hero was announced for Smash, like they showed, what is it, Dragon Quest 11 with the newest character art and stuff like that. It's funny because for Sephiroth's trailer, and I think it was another trailer as well, they had like the original Dragon Quest character like render in the trailer. So Sakurai's like very focused on like the original game and how they were like the very first one instead of like some of the others. But yeah, I lost my mind. Like I do know.
Saw.
Yeah, I loved all of your reactions, by the way. I loved all of your guys' reactions.
Yeah,
like, it was
everyone's reactions got me very emotional for sure.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the cops weren't called on me. I was loud as fuck.
Well, yours, Lance. Oh my god! I was like, you got loud.
Well, you know what's so funny about that is just like, so one, like Sora getting into Smash, because again, what Lunar was saying was like all this discourse about this Kingdom Hearts game. There's all this KH drama that's been happening in the community, I feel like, but it just like kind of like unified everybody. But also like my roommate who has never played Kingdom Hearts and has never played Smash, after Sora got revealed, he spent all day watching reactions to people like watching like Sora get in, and he watched.
Awesome.
I promise you, he watched all of your reactions. He saw all of them, and then he started getting emotional. And he was like, "Bro, I don't even play Kingdom Hearts, and I don't play Smash." I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Dude, that's
the magic
Sora,
of
man.
Tell him
that's
next.
The magic.
Tell him to play it.
It really is. I know. That's what I'm trying to get him to.
It's been a long time since we've seen that level of joy on the internet. Just
Yep.
pure unbridled
Sure.
joy
Yeah.
about anything gaming related, I don't think anything is going to top that for a really long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think what's important to like note about this moment is like I feel like it's so much bigger than just one character getting into Smash. Like I've spoken to all of you at length. Like we've been playing the Kingdom Hearts series since before any of us had nose hairs. So and back then when we played it as kids, like it was something niche. It was something on the side. It was something that could easily be written off. It didn't have a huge audience. It was always seen as something that was just happening in the pocket of the gaming industry. But especially within the last few years, looking at, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 and it's selling near 10 million copies, and now Sora getting into Smash, we've seen this young character who shouldn't even exist, right? He's a copyright nightmare. It's a wonder Kingdom Hearts 1 happened, let alone everything after that. But now here we are all these years later, and he's in the biggest celebration of gaming that's ever been created. And I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like all of us have taken that journey with him when he was this impossible existence, and now he's a staple in gaming itself. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what got me emotional about the whole day.
Definitely.
And all revel in that, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the power of Smash as well. Like, you know, in Brawl, that was the first time we started to get these third-party characters. Like, as crazy as it sounds, back then, getting Sonic was huge.
That is so,
I remember that trailer.
That was
like
that was huge. And then, you know, at the time with the original I think creator of Metal Gear Solid, they were really good friends with Sakurai. Yeah. And he asked Sakurai if Snake could be in Smash, and he said, yeah, sure. So even back then, like it's evolved to something like you could never just be like, yeah, sure, because remember Nintendo, they were the ones who picked the characters for both of these passes, and that was announced right before they revealed the DLC, and everyone went, oh,
I don't buy that. I'm saying I don't buy that for a second. I think
so?
that was PR. I think Sakurai's picked a lot of these characters.
I think
Nintendo inserts the first parties in.
Yeah, the way it works is like they give him basically like a list, and he gets to pick the characters off the list. So they're like, you have to pick one of these characters. He's like, okay, and just checks them off. And like, I'm pretty sure that's how he does it.
Cool.
But I don't know for sure.
No, I've heard that too. They give him a list and he says what he can actually make possible or something. Like there are reports of like, I don't know if it's true, but they were saying like, oh yeah, like Slime from Dragon Quest instead of like the actual characters. It's like I don't, you know, the actual characters are way better than like
Imagine
Slime.
we got a Chocobo instead of Sephiroth.
Oh my!
I think we would all say that would, you know, to some degree, be incredible.
Yeah. What did you guys think about the trailer for Sora? Like,
They introduced them like the Messiah, and they had every right to do it.
Oh
yeah,
absolutely,
100%.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I liked
that.
it.
Beautiful trailer.
I liked it because like they did it because I'm sure we've all fantasized like several hundred times about what the trailer could be. It could be like Sora sitting on Destiny Islands and it's the bottle and it's like a Smash invitation or just something like that. I like the way they did this specifically because you genuinely did not know it was him until it happened. And I
was watching the trailer and when Mario swiped the go ahead.
It was I think it was just the delivery was perfect. Like
when Mario swiped the fire, I in my reaction I really react. I'm thinking like there was no way he's using Strike Rig. There was no way he's swiped. There's no way. I was confident it was gonna be Sora, but like seeing Mario use Strike Rig, that was something I did not.
Did anyone think it was gonna be like Dark Souls or something, like a Dark Souls character?
No,
for a second.
That reaction.
I was scared. I didn't know who it was gonna be.
A fire Pokemon. That's what.
A lot of people said Cinderace. Yeah,
I thought it was
so
gonna be Taboo from Smash Bros. Brawl.
I said Master Hand. I was like, oh, they're all trophies.
A lot of people were saying Master Hand. I noticed in reaction.
That would have been a lame final character, though. Honestly.
I was so nervous. I was scared. I was like, who the hell is it going to be if it's not Sora?
I got really nervous when it zoomed in on Zelda's statue. I'm like, don't give us a Zelda character as the last character. Like, please. Like, I like Zelda. I love Zelda. But I was like, please don't edit on a first party character. Like, that would be so boring. Like, please don't.
Yeah. The pacing of that trailer was honestly near perfect because I think most everyone who experienced it, especially live, had the same timing of realization. And I think that made the most impact. And honestly, the tone was perfect. It didn't have violence in it. It didn't require a character to die
in order to reveal
someone.
Sora,
it wasn't even funny. It's not funny, haha. It was just magic and joy. And that was it.
Could not agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part that gets me is like the whole time I just felt like I'm a proud dad on my son's graduation and I'm just taking pictures.
Seriously.
Like of them, but the moment that got me, it gets me every time I watch it, is like he like flies close to the camera, he looks back, he gives a little like laugh. It gets me every time.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's just so like wholesome. And I'm just like, this is perfect. Like,
Yes.
it's perfect.
I
gets
was
me
humming
is
Hit
that
Call
That
moment.
made me emotional and got me like all choked up. Was that
Yeah.
giggle? I was like, oh, stop.
Yeah.
I was
that got
humming
me.
a Hit Collie all day long. Was anyone else doing that? I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
ba, ba,
I was listening to
ba,
like
ba,
soundtracks all day long after
all
that.
day long.
It was the right
All
music
day.
choice for that scene. Like
Yeah,
they could have gone with
absolutely.
Sora's
For
theme,
sure.
honestly, but it was perfect because I think
Yeah.
it's one of, if not the only song that really hits you in the nostalgia parts.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
If you grew up with
100%.
Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
Right.
I think the part that really got me was with that music playing, and then he like descends to the floor, and it's like everyone was waiting for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what got me.
He
'cause
was
I'm like,
he
I
was the light
waiting
in the
too.
dark, you know, and it represents kind of like how Kingdom Hearts is for like I'm sure a lot of people. I mean, me personally, Kingdom Hearts has always been there like when I needed it. Like growing up, like that was like the one game series that I absolutely loved. It was the thing I did when I was sad, I was angry. It just it helped me disassociate from everything. So the fact that Sora's trailer like engulfed that like so perfectly. Like it was just, it was, that's what I loved it. I just loved everything about it, dude.
One thing that one of my friends told me was that, and I didn't see it at first, but when Mario gets off the trophy and the bottom part of the trophy, it fades up. People are like, that's when like, those are the same kind of effects used when Sora like turns into a Heartless in KH1.
Sheesh.
And I was like,
Crazy.
and I looked at the video back. Yeah. So like when he like, puts the Keyblade in his heart and like fades away and stuff, those particles in the Smash trailer look like the same particles from KH1. So I don't know.
Harry goes to
I
grab
wasn't
him and
even
he like
thinking about
disappears.
that. Like I was just, I was like, well, the other thing too, because like I wanted Crash as well, and I'm like, how are they going to introduce Crash Bandicoot like this? Like what? Like how is this going to happen? I'm actually, as much as I love Crash, like I grew up with Crash, but I'm glad it wasn't him, and I never thought I would say that. I actually never thought I would say that because like that trailer like moved me to tears.
Honestly, Sora had to be the final character just because of the tone they took with it. Like it felt final. There was a certain finality to it because it was just so joyful. And I think if they, went with another character, the character kind of sets the tone for whatever their reveal trailer is going to be. And if it wasn't Sora, I feel like it wouldn't feel right somehow. Now that we've all seen it.
Well, one thing that's really interesting too is that for every Smash Bros trailer, they actually have like the animation and the gameplay in the trailer. But for this, they just had like the clip, like the 3D movie clip or whatever. And then they went into gameplay. And then at the very end, they played the trailer with gameplay too. So Sakurai, I think, was very focused on just like talking about the character to every extent that he can. So it's like at the very end, amazing job. So like when Sora jumps up and all the worlds behind him are like changing, that's obviously like a reference to Sora traveling to different worlds, but it's also just Smash too. Like it's very Smash as well. Like you have all these different games in one. So I was like, it literally goes like hand in hand.
You have the fighting game based on crossovers, crossing over with the game based on crossovers. You know,
perfect. Yeah. He's a perfect representation. He's all about traversing worlds, honestly, connecting with others. Smash is a lot of the time about connecting with others. It's in the spirit of the game. It's competitive, but it's seeing unlikely things happen.
Right.
Like seeing all these characters together.
Which we'll never see again.
Never.
We'll never see. This is a golden age for Smash.
This is like a little tin hat conspiracy, but people have been looking at the lyrics of World of Light because Sakurai, this was the first time he actually wrote lyrics for a Smash game, like ever. So if you look at the lyrics, it's just like, I think it's like colors weave into a spire of flame, and then at distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. So like that spark is representing Sora. So like the very first Smash Ultimate trailer we got was just with like the fire Smash Ball, and then of course the last character dies down except for that light, which is Sora, which obviously represents Kingdom Hearts, but then Smash Ultimate from the very beginning. So I don't know. People were saying like Sora's been like written in the lyrics. I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, they did this. They did this poll where he was the most requested character long before that song was probably written.
Yeah.
So Canonically, it could work.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I think so too. Because the one weird thing that like I'm trying to figure out that I just need to do more research on is that for Smash Wii U, like the last presentation for that game, we got Corrin and then we got Bayonetta, and they said that Bayonetta was the most requested character in Europe. So I just wonder, since Sakurai said Sora is the most represented character out of all, like just everywhere, I don't know if he means like most countries or something like that, but I'm very glad they're not releasing the results of that ballot.
Yeah. Honestly, keeping the results secret up until now was the best decision they could have done. I think Sakurai mentioned that. 100%. He said if we had gone public with that information,
people aren't toxic now about it, people would have been way more toxic. Like, why didn't you put the most requested character in the game?
Even from a business standpoint, though, because if you were to release the list, it would just kind of imply that like companies just have to go in and like work with that. You know what I mean? Right, so it's super smart on them. And it's like, it just shows like obviously how big Kingdom Hearts is, but like obviously how big Smash is. Like, I know there are some companies, I think like Blizzard for Overwatch, I know they're in a lot of controversy, but they were saying that like their characters are wide open for Smash to use. So like Nintendo's leaving people on red. Like they have the power to get anyone they want to, like including Sora. Like this man can absolutely do anything. But what did you guys think about like his gameplay and stuff?
I love how Kingdom Hearts 1 he looks like down to the jumping, the floatiness. I was like, they captured everything so well. And then all the outfit changes as well. Timeless River, I saw that and I was freaking out because I love Timeless River so much. I know you do as well. Yeah, but I was so excited about like everything. I was like, man, they truly went all out for Sora. Very well deserved character.
It's crazy. Honestly glad that they went with his Kingdom Hearts 1 model as his representation, or as his primary representation. Yeah, because I feel like when a lot of people grew up with Kingdom Hearts, think of Sora maybe in their mind. I think a lot of people, tend to see Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, and probably sometimes Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's funny.
I'm glad that all the other titles were represented.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. True.
I'm glad all the other titles were represented in some capacity, like all the skins, like Kingdom Hearts 3. I popped off when I saw his Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit because obviously that's my favorite game. So that's I'm so excited to beat all you guys as my Kingdom Hearts 3.
Man, I love that he plays exactly like Kingdom Hearts, because like that's how I always pictured him like play. If he ever got into Smash, it's like he's got his 3-hit combo. Like I want him to play like Kingdom Hearts if he is in Smash, and he does.
And special attacks, like abilities.
Yeah,
the game.
I feel like Nomura probably had a lot to do with that. I think he mentioned that on Twitter. Right?
Taking a break.
His tweet, it's like three.
Guys, this is what a slow year for Kingdom Hearts is like.
Really?
It's up.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was like, I know Nomura sent, or it was like the Kingdom Hearts official Twitter said like they were very good with our frequent requests, and like Smash is very like they've literally just put like the character from their series into Smash, like Kazuya. Like no character has that many inputs. Like Smash isn't an input game, but they did it because that's how the character is. And like even with Steve, you can't really make Steve like Smash, so they just put Steve in the game. So it's like they're very, I know Sakurai is very like representing like the character to the fullest. Like they would never change anything. Like I know there were talks about, are they going to get like the Disney and Mickey logo on the end of his Keyblade, or are they going to make it like Smashified? And I was like, if they get Sora, they're going to have Mickey on the end of that Keyblade, because that's how Sakurai is. And that was the first thing they showed.
Yeah.
So but yeah, his gameplay looks like really interesting, because I know Sakurai was saying, oh yeah, like he's a very floaty character. His name is Sora, which means sky. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I loved that. So
even when he got revealed, he was like, oh, like
I love that.
I love that. So good.
Did I do that?
So
I'm also glad that he brought out his best shirt for Sora. Like that meant the world to me.
Oh yeah,
the man brought out his shirt.
Man looks fresh.
Put it up for auction.
Yeah.
Right.
Man looks fresh all the time. Also, one thing that I didn't notice at first is that a lot of the characters, he's been doing these videos in his home, but now since he's back at whatever office he's at with his staff, before the Sora trailer revealed and he was talking, they actually changed the tree to his left into like a tropical tree. instead of a regular one. And I was like,
I didn't even notice.
I was like, this man, like
he
goes
went all out.
He goes all out. But yeah, all his moves I thought were just like they're just straight from Kingdom Hearts and stuff too, which is like, especially like I'll never forget like when I played Kingdom Hearts 1 when I was like 13, like the way Sora would like walk and his stance. Like I remember I like walked when I was a kid like Sora with my feet like to the side and like I did that or whatever.
Did the same thing.
And my parents like, what are you doing?
Listening to the Destiny Islands theme song.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember being in 3rd grade. And like, I just wanted to be like Sora. So I would like walk and run like him. And people were like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, relax.
Right. Yeah. Some people ran like Naruto and you walked like Sora, you know, like
same thing.
Yeah. But one thing I thought was really cool is that like all the renders look absolutely amazing.
Oh my God.
Just so cool. And something like very Smashified, like they did do with Sora, is that they had like the Kingdom Hearts 1 render with the Timeless River, even though like it's from Kingdom Hearts 2. So I thought that was really neat. Like that was
and Wisdom is DDD too. I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like I just didn't think they would do that.
Like in the trailer, you saw DDD and it was like, oh, it's like Pete from Timeless River or something. Like I know a lot of people said that, but he's gonna be super floaty. He looks pretty fast. He's light, but the thing is like Isabelle and Young Link are like very light characters, but I feel like if he was dangerously light, like Pichu or Jigglypuff, they would have said something. But he just looks like
we went over in the pre-roll. It's time to talk about it. He might suck, guys. He might get flung off that map so easy. I don't know. Somebody has to say it.
Yeah, well,
somebody has to say it.
Here's the thing, though. He excels in offstage combat. Though.
Yeah.
So it's like you have so much mobility off stage that like. As like I don't know, like I can see him getting like flung off. I mean, he's obviously gonna get flung off pretty easily because he's easily launched because of how light he is. But like, man, dude, like his recovery, bro. Like
you have to hit a home run
looks
if you're gonna kill him.
insane.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I just think basically this character will not get gimped. This character will not get edge guarded. This character either gets knocked out or he's just still on the field. This character is, so I think that's why they made him floaty, because it's like, well, if he doesn't die in 2 hits, I mean, this character's never going to die. So
Right.
They had to do something about it.
I know in the gameplay trailer at the very end, they had, it was like Sora in the background and Cloud was in front of him. And then like the next shot was like him beating up Shulk and he was using Sonic Blade. And I'm pretty sure you get Sonic Blade after you beat Cloud.
You do.
Right.
Yeah.
So they were literally just like, also, I feel like with Shulk, they were in New Donk City. And I feel like they were trying to make that Scala
I didn't
think Scala. I thought more like maybe like Quadratum. But I saw like a meme of some, I guess there were like lasers coming out of like the buildings. Out of the building windows, like in reference to the Yozora fight in Kingdom Hearts 3 Rewind.
Oh, true.
Yeah, somebody said that on Twitter. I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Like that makes sense. Like Shulk is Yozora, I guess.
Yeah. Like a lot of professional players in Smash, they don't tend to like floaty characters, but I feel like if you don't get hit and you know what you're doing off stage, like he's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the music that they picked?
They did
great choices
with that soundtrack for sure.
It was it felt safe, but they made good safe choices.
Yeah, I was gonna say
definitely.
It felt like it was definitely like nostalgia. Like they went for nostalgia
100%
with the music for sure.
Yeah, I kind of wanted more, but that's just the greedy Kingdom Hearts fan of me. I mean, I think the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack is the best soundtrack of all time. So naturally I want 40-50 songs, but the fact that we got Sora and Smash in general, if you're gonna give me 9 songs, I'll shut up. And
that's exactly how I feel. Exactly.
Yeah, you can give me the Disney Town theme 9 times if it means Sora's and Smash.
Yo, give me the Dream theme on repeat. I don't care, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, I love, like, for me personally, like the Final Fantasy VII remix music, like the opening bomb mission, slaps so hard. And like respectively, like I love Pokemon, but some of their remakes, like for Smash, aren't very great in my opinion. So I rather them just have the original music. It's a banger. Like I was like listening, I was going to like regular Kingdom Hearts, like KH1 Music Extended, and all in the comments, people were like, "I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but this slaps so hard." And I was like,
that's gonna do this for a lot of people, not just with music, but like Andy, even you were saying, your roommate doesn't play Smash, doesn't play Sora, but was drawn to this energy. I know friends of mine who texted me and they're like, you know what, I think I'm finally gonna give Kingdom Hearts a try, man.
That's what my roommate said.
Yeah, seeing all you guys so excited.
He played it like once. He played it like once, and then he just like he didn't like the camera. KH1. And then so he was
KH1 camera's a little rough.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. So I was like, that's fair. It's whatever. But
Landy, I don't know if you remember this, but I don't know if we talked about it in a podcast or if I just sent you the messages, but I was looking at like the music credits for Ryu and Ken and Steve and Yoko Shimomura. Like she was the one who like was composing all these tracks for DLCs. And I was like, bro, I'm telling you, maybe like there's a chance.
Also, he releases, I'm pretty sure, on her birthday.
Yeah.
Like
I saw that
adorable. Which is like,
love that.
Oh my gosh,
that is adorable.
Wasn't Sora announced on
after
Nomura's
he was
birthday?
announced?
Also, how good of a friend is Sakurai to completely indulge Nomura's obsession with the number 13? Like, those are the kinds of friends we're dying for.
Oh, hell yes.
Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, it's crazy. Like everyone was saying, it's like 13 days or what? 13 days to
13
release.
days from the announcement. 13 days from the announcement. He's the 13th character if you count Pyrrha and Mithra as separate characters.
Yeah.
Version 13. For Smash, it's version 13.
Version 13. Up to, yeah, it's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you
no.
serious?
Dude,
Yeah.
It's missing one or two more, but it's some crate completely indulges. You'll love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point, it was like a couple of days, it was like a day or two after, and I was just watching a trailer and it was like number 7 on trending, and I was like, of course it is.
Right.
Oh my god.
Like,
It's all simulation, boys.
yeah.
Dude, one thing I thought was really interesting because like for this whole like time of speculation in Ultimate and even in like the Wii U days, people would be like, oh, like Kingdom Hearts 3 is releasing soon. This is the perfect time to like release Sora and stuff like that. But for the presents, Sakurai was like, shortly before we recorded this, we just found out that Kingdom Hearts is coming to Switch. So I was like, wow, like they don't know anything. Like they just take care of Smash. They don't do anything else. They don't know about like remixes or not remixes, but just like ports or whatever. So I think I could be wrong, but isn't it like cloud gaming?
It's a cloud, yes.
It's cloud gaming,
version.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, what does that mean? Like, real quick, what does that mean?
So
like,
you need like a high speed like internet at all times to play the games, and I feel like there's a lot of like negative like feedback about that, but I feel especially with like maybe like the 1.5 2.5 they could have done better and actually gave us real ports, but I feel with Kingdom Hearts 3 specifically, with how powerful and like needy that game is to run, cloud basing was completely like for sure for that, but I feel like they could have done a little better and given us like proper ports for 1.5 and 2.5.
I agree.
I can't help but feel like this is also going to be like a huge guinea pig for the Switch. That if Kingdom Hearts 3 can run well on the Switch with cloud gaming, I think Square Enix blows the door wide open. I think you see
100%.
Nier starts to come to Switch, Remake comes to Switch, 14 comes to Switch. I think if the Kingdom Hearts 3 cloud goes well, the roof is blown off.
Yeah.
So I'll be rooting for that to work and buy the game for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be that negative guy or anything. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, like that's the one I'm a little bit like I know it's just funny because they said he was like, we don't like there's please be patient for the release date, and I'm like, I don't even know if they know. Like honestly. But yeah, so the music was really cool as well, but there was one like new composition, and it was like the victory theme of Hand in Hand.
Yes,
which I thought was
love that.
Oh,
good
that's
pick.
so cool.
That was.
Oh, we got the Melody of Memory, dearly beloved.
Yes.
Not me. I bought mine on PlayStation.
Time to buy it on
both Switch and PlayStation.
I wanted the trophies, okay?
That was such a smart move, though. Do you know how many copies are going to fly off the shelves for Kingdom Hearts?
I love that for it too.
Genius.
Man.
Maybe they can use that money they make from Melody Memory and give us an invite button for online.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I've been wanting
nice.
online like competitive multiplayer for that for the longest time, and it's so impossible.
That would revive the game.
Trying to press start at the same time to hopefully get in the same match, and it's just, oh my god, how did they forget that?
I'm gonna play some Kingdom Hearts 3 with my N64 controller that they're releasing soon.
Oh my lord.
No.
What's that?
No, but yeah, it was like I thought that was really interesting because like I feel like Kingdom Hearts music is so good, like you don't have to do anything to it. And I know Square is like very very stingy with their music too. Like for Dragon Quest, we didn't get any, like we just got all the MIDI music and stuff like that too. I am pretty surprised they did stuff for Final Fantasy VII, but I love the New Victory like theme. And I was thinking like if he did get into Smash, like what would it be? Would it be like Sora's theme, or would it be like, you know, just like one of the most famous songs? I don't know.
Is perfect.
And
it is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's just so honestly, like I still can't believe it's real because I keep watching like the trailer and stuff like that. And Sakurai, you can tell he loves Kingdom Hearts. Like I've never seen him this happy at all. And I was going through the Sakurai Presents, and like the one that has the most views is the Steve one. And that's been, I think it has 4.7 million views. It's been out for a while, but I think eventually Sora is going to be like the most popular and or most viewed one as well too, because it was just really genius marketing to do like all the Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Switch, and that's what Smash does. Like I played like Metal Gear Solid, or I got into like Metal Gear. I mean I don't play it anymore, but like when Snake got announced for Brawl, and like with Dragon Quest, like I picked up all the Dragon Quest games on the Switch.
I was in high school, man. 2006.
Man, dude, it's
2006.
crazy.
Oh my. I won't even say how young
what a
I was.
year.
What a year, man. Yeah. So like the whole like I think it's like the Timeless River render that they made, I think was like very Smash. There are a couple moves I thought were really Smash. I don't know if you guys like looked at them, but when Sora grabs someone, not the throw or anything, but when he just grabs them and looks at him, he's just like smiling. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen that in Kingdom Hearts. Like this man looks ready to fight. And I thought that was really interesting as well. And in every trailer for like a new Smash character, like Mario's about to kick some ass. Like Mario is like ready to fight. But in this one, he just shakes Sora's hand. And I don't know if that's because like
wallpaper.
The creation of Sora was like to compete or be as well known as like Mario. So maybe like them shaking hands at the end is just very towards like the partnership of Nintendo and Square, or just like the whole kind of history of Sora. I feel like
it's more so history of gaming, because this is a historic moment in gaming, whether people like it or not. Like,
because obviously it was meant to reference the games, because you know Sora's always shaking people's hands. But to me, like the fact that it was Mario shaking his hand specifically, that was basically like Smash and like gaming, and all those goats being like, congratulations, Sora, like you're here, Kingdom Hearts, congratulations, like
Dude, the fact that I saw someone post this on Twitter, but it was like Timeless River Sora shaking like Mickey's hand and then shaking Mario's hand.
I saw that.
Sora shook. Is the only character ever shaking Mickey Mouse's hand and Mario's hand. Like it's
legend.
Crazy.
Legend.
Absolute legend.
Have you guys been seeing the memes that like, oh, it might be canon?
Yeah.
I hope it is.
You never know.
You never know.
You guys see the Master of Masters in the Union Cross kind of meme? When Master Hand snacks a Sora.
No.
Oh no, I did not see
you
that.
See that? Okay, so there's like a Union Cross meme going around on Twitter. Sora's talking to the Master of Masters in a quadratum, and then Master Hand grabs Sora and says, "I need you over here."
Wow.
I think I saw you retweet that one.
Yeah, the ones that I was seeing was like it's Sora Enchanted Memories goes into the pod, and when he's sleeping, he goes into Smash. Like,
I like
there
that.
are a couple of places like chronologically where you could make that connection. And if we know Nomura,
dude, honestly,
he's probably gonna make it.
I'm open to it. I don't freaking care. Like
I like that Chain of Memories.
Smash, you know.
I've seen Chain of Memories, and obviously spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, but post Zora going into Crystal, could be dreaming in that sequence too.
Yeah, and then the fact that he's in Unreality and all of these video games are all outside of Disney properties, so like they can make that connection all in here and there as well. And I've even seen like someone do like oh, what if Sora and the Master are talking and the Master's like, in that tournament that you were a part of, and like just like referencing Smash. And I was like, I even love that idea.
That would be cool. Yeah, maybe not make it completely canon to the overarching plot, but like maybe make a little reference.
Like a reference, yeah.
Yeah. I think the best you might get is a dream, because you had Nomura do something like this with Noctis already in the like novelization of FF15 when Noctis goes to sleep for that I think it's like 10 years.
Oh yeah, he's doing different timelines that he's been a part of.
Yeah, he dreams of Versus 13 and like actually like experience.
Oh yeah, we were discussing this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, no, in the novelization.
When you read the book, like where it completes the rest of like the canceled DLC, it says that Noctis dreams of his Versus 13 like timeline.
Yes, Versus 13 self. So
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Could be Sora in a dream. They could easily swing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to become crucial to the overall plot, but he'd be like, yeah, I had a dream and I
was fighting
plumbers.
All these weird characters. I think that'd be
that would be so dope.
But yo, can we talk about the stage?
I was literally about to bring it up.
That popped up, I was flipping. I was like, they did not.
Like that was smooth.
It's like perfect. I mean, I was always thinking like Destiny Islands or whatever, or like
sweet.
Twilight Town or something, but it's literally perfect.
For like the last hour.
He had his run on that mouse's entire
Be the first topic.
Hollow Bastion was the stage I wanted and expected. I just feel like it's just.
That was such a perfect choice, though.
Yes.
That was a perfect choice.
I love the dive to the heart sequence.
Oh, me too.
And I love that it's different characters each time. That is so sick.
It was a smart way to represent the other Kingdom Hearts exclusive characters that way.
Instead of having them like pop up in the background like some of the like the King of Fighters Stadium or whatever does. It's just like I'm just using it as an example. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stained glass is perfect.
It's even in the gameplay trailer at the end, they first show Sora in the dive to heart, and it's like that's how you start KH1. So they're literally like going through like almost like the timeline in the gameplay trailer. But yeah, it was like I thought it was perfect too. I honestly thought it was a good idea just to have Kingdom Hearts characters, because like even your background, Landy, it's like that's where Donald and Goofy would be, where the boat and Star are. So it's like I thought they were like really. I was like, that's pretty genius. Like,
I like that meme. It's like Disney will be nice.
I love that
too. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The fact it looks like a legal stage too.
It does.
I think it should be mandatory that in every team tournament, Sora has to be teamed up with Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt. I was just.
I think it has to be mandatory.
Yes, that's amazing.
It should be. They should be team members in classic mode if we get classic mode for Sora.
That would be really funny.
Well, we're gonna get a classic mode with Sora because they do it for each character. Like for Sephiroth, that was a little crazy because he's considered a boss, so you fight all the bosses. Yeah, so it's really cool. But the picture you have behind you right now, Landy, cracks me up because it's the Timeless River Sora and the Game & Watch Sora, or just regular Game & Watch, and that's like obviously a reference to like the Game & Watch mini games in KH3 that you have to do. So I was like, they know.
Sakurai's played all.
I need
the
to finish
games.
those.
They're quite substantial.
But I think for like a classic mode, 100% we're getting like Sephiroth at the very end, and it's going to be stamina too.
Yeah,
and they're going to make him ridiculous.
I feel like that last sequence that they showed off towards, or one of the last sequences at the end of the trailer, that's probably like from classic mode. I honestly feel like they're all going to be stamina battles. I feel like they're all going to be.
They could
be. Just so they could do that ending cut.
I love that slow motion.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That is one of my favorite pieces, and he didn't even show it until like much later in the announcement. And I think we all freaked at that.
That was one of those moments where it's like, you didn't have to do this, guy.
But you did. But you did. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was just like, I remember Sakurai like did that move, and then he like looked at the screen. He was like, oh, just like in the original game. And like you get like everyone in the background was like laughing and stuff like that.
He was like fanboying at his own presentation, basically.
Right. He was.
I mean, to see it.
It's just such a like good ending because also it's like at the very beginning he was like, Sora, not to get confused with like my company. or whatever. And I'm like, this man has such an attachment to this character.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally the perfect way to end it. But yeah, the stage looks like tournament legal. I don't know if people are going to be like, oh, the transitions like hurt my eyes, you know, like sweaty Smash players, but they've done that before. But
really, didn't they say that this transition to the Stations of Awakening happens when you're low on stock? Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's smart. I think that's going to really like get the blood pumping for competitive players.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
There
It's
was
really cool.
Who aren't babies?
Yeah. What is it? There was like a really big tournament in Tallahassee, Florida, and in the finals it was Cloud versus Sephiroth, and I was like, this is gonna happen again, but with Sora, and it's gonna be like they're gonna like whoever's playing Sora is gonna go KH2 Sora and versus Sephiroth. Like, I know it's gonna happen, but
I hope so.
I hope so. And the spirits look great too. Like, they're all still
Oh, and that was it. There was 13. Oh, there was like 13 spirits, I think.
Including Sora's, yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
Oh,
Are you
Oh
serious?
my gosh, there is.
Another
There's
one.
eight, there's
Oh my
8 on the
God.
spirit board, and then there's 5 actual spirits.
This
Oh my
man, I
God.
swear.
A friend worth dying for.
That's awesome.
Dude.
I also love that Roxas is like the legendary,
As,
the legend
as he
spirit.
should.
As he should be.
Kai's the novice
Sora's nobody,
Yeah.
of course. Makes
Right.
sense.
The short stick every single time.
Yeah, they did a dirty.
No, out of everybody, she still has a long way to go. I'll
She
be the
does
first
have
to
a
say
long
it.
way to go, but I think she'll
Still
get
does. She'll get there.
This is definitely turning into a Kingdom Hearts 3 future development of Kyrie. I love it.
there. Oh my god!
But I do love, like, you can even see the Keyblade graveyard in one of the backgrounds too that transitions, and I was like, dude, that's just so perfect.
that just is, I think, right?
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that actually.
Yeah, that just is States of Awakening has the Keyblade graveyard. I think that's
I
when
thought you meant like
Daniel found them.
I thought you meant like in the background, like behind the whole Station
No.
of Awakening. I was like, what?
sorry,
Wax
no.
box, yeah.
Like, that's crazy. No,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
His final smash is just very him, but also very
I love
obviously
it
Smash
so
too.
much. Like, the
Yeah.
second I saw it, it just made me think of when they closed the door in Kingdom Hearts 1, and I just got so emotional. I was like, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
It's
Except-
simple and it works.
Except
You
this
know?
time
Also
he's
great
just-
meme material for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
but
yes.
In this case, he's just blowing it the fuck up. Like, it's just
Oh, I know. I was like, that thing just exploded. I was like, oh.
he's just smiling, and it's so perfect. But do you guys have any other thoughts, like, on the whole trailer or anything else you wanted to say? Like, go for it.
Like, it honestly, it just, like, I've always strayed away from fighting games because I'm complete ass at them. I cannot. I get too upset. It's like not worth it. But I was like, I even told myself, like, I don't think I was gonna get into Smash even when Sora got announced, but I would be just as excited as everybody else would be. But watching more and more of everyone's reactions and just watching the trailer more and more alone, I'm just like, no, I'm buying it, and I'm gonna spend so much time mastering Sora and just having an absolute blast with it. So it's definitely convinced me to finally buy Smash.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I in the aftermath when I was trying to piece my mind back together after watching after
How many days did it take you?
I'm still working on it, but
Same,
restoration
same.
at 93%. Let's leave it there.
Nice.
I don't know. I just got flashbacks to being a kid in my parents' basement playing Melee and like just writing up like my dream roster. And at the top of that list was Sora. He's always been the one I wanted the most. But when I think back to that and I think about the rest of that list, Mega Man was on that list. Sonic was on that list. Cloud, Sephiroth.
What time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. I realized I'm like, I got everything I wanted. Not everything, but it's like, I don't know how anybody who's been a fan of Smash growing up can be upset with the roster as a whole.
Right.
Nobody
89
sacrifice.
fighters, and you
Make
probably
it happen.
love 5 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, wow. I don't know. Smash is a celebration of gaming. And as a big Kingdom Hearts fan, I guess it's just an honor to be a part of it in that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I said this earlier, but I love just how, I don't know, like I felt like this trailer, especially in the Kingdom Hearts community, just kind of unified so many people, and that's what Sora does. It's literally what he does, and so I think that was it was really cool just watching just everybody like react to it. And just kind of see like that. I think Guides was saying it earlier, like the joy on the internet. Like I haven't seen this much joy, especially in the Kingdom Hearts community, in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And I don't know. I think Sora's not just a character making it into the game. Like we can all be honest. I'm sure you guys have gotten your chops busted by your friends. Like, oh, they're not going to let Sora get in. They're not going to let him get in.
For
I mean,
years.
but then there's other characters. Yeah, like there's other characters though, where it's like, oh, that'd be cool or that'd be cool. But every time I would say I want Sora, they're like, oh, you really think that's going to happen? You really think that's going to happen? So like, it's not even just the fact that Sora made it in. It's just the giant mountain this guy had to climb to get to where he is in the game. Like, I think he had the most stacked against him, like from the community, legal wise, whatever.
He didn't just climb the mountain; he moved the mountain.
He moved it.
Like he didn't climb it; he moved it. Like it's
with
you know,
the Keyblade.
Yeah.
So it's just good to see that, you know, finally just we were right. You know, we weren't stupid, we weren't naive, we were right, and that's great. We won.
Yeah, I think somebody
we won,
also,
boys.
I saw also on Twitter was it posted that it was like that line from Vanitas where he's like, only when your hopes are broken battle upon battle can the key be obtained to Kingdom Hearts. And it's like that's been my journey for like years with Sora. Like just it keeps getting shot down, but here he is. You know, they saved the best for last, if you ask me. So.
I was a little nervous on just honestly, because like the end of Smash 4, we got like Corrin and Bayonetta was cool. But at the end of the first Fighters Pass, we got like another Fire Emblem character. And I was like, dude, if we end it on like someone that's not very hype, like I'm a little scared because I thought we were maybe going to get like a first party rep. But then at the same time, like deep in my head, I was like, this is the ultimate game. Like, I don't think Sakurai's gonna do another game. I just don't know. What do you guys think about like another Smash game coming out after this? Like, I don't even want to like go there.
I don't think they should come out with one. I think they should just pull everything that's in Ultimate, and then they should have another Fire Pass. I think that's all they really need to do is basically pull.
Yeah, I don't
Ultimate
think they're gonna do
and DLC and maybe have another Fires Pass.
I think it's possible to get like one or two characters here and there, maybe over the next few years, but I just think that unfortunately, as great as Smash is, and I have to say unfortunately, they can't do this again. There's nothing that they can do.
No way.
There's no way in hell.
If they made another Smash game, it's like you're never like it's like almost guaranteed to kind of like be a disappointment.
Yeah,
because it's like you can't get all these characters. No way you could do this again.
It's like, called Ultimate for a reason,
right? Exactly. So what do you do after Ultimate?
I think it's the perfect send off. I really think it's the perfect send off. Like as much as
I think this would be a poll, but like this would be like a actual Smash game after this.
Yeah.
You know, like I always thought, like I was thinking in my head, I was like, maybe they could just do like if they did like another Smash game, just do like completely different characters. Like, but then I don't know if it would feel like Smash, I guess. You know,
I don't know. Maybe you go with Nickelodeon characters.
Talk about the fact that Sakurai did the presentation on the day that Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl came out.
I know.
I was
so petty. I love it.
I know that was on purpose.
Amazing.
That was
100%.
It was. It made me not want to buy it anymore. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna buy it that day, and then I was
too.
I suddenly don't care anymore.
I don't.
I saw that story and I go, oh, that's right. That was
Right.
supposed to come out.
Although Nickelodeon All Stars though does actually look fun, but that's
no
a
voice
conversation
actors
for
though,
another-
so that's kind of a bummer.
Conversation for another time. We don't care about that right now.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, it's like this is honestly like just the best, like you guys were saying, it's the best way to finish a game like this. And also this was near the end of the first Fighters Pass where Sakurai got an award and like for Smash Bros. And he was saying, you know, our team is actually the reason for a lot of like console selling and we've broken like record numbers. And then he was like, I'm sorry, this seems out of place, but please let me say it. And he said, this was my last to do task from Iwata. So I think this whole game is also a tribute to Satoru Iwata and stuff too. So the ballot wasn't really for the Wii U, it was for Ultimate. So I think this is like, even in the presents, Sakurai said, he was like, you know, we'll be using like a different camera view because this is like the development version. And then he said, he said, this might be the last time I say this. And then it goes to the next scene. And I was like, if this is his last game, good. Because like, we don't like, this is literally perfect. Like, just don't touch it. Like, this game is so sacred, honestly.
Right. And honestly,
it means
like,
a lot to him.
I was gonna say, I feel like if they were to do it, like, because as much as like people would want there to be more fighters, it's like, honestly, like the only other thing that I could see them doing is doing like, let's do like a not an Echo Fighters pack, but maybe like skins or like extra skins.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like give Cloud like a Zach Fair skin if you can do that, or give Sora like another Roxas skin. I don't know, like just like stuff like that. Like I can see them doing, but again, like it's, you know, like you said, Treehouse, like if this is Sakurai's last game, then good. Like he, you know, like it's all things have to come to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? And I'll say this, like when it comes to Sakurai, at least I know I'm so thankful because I think about the N64 version I played with my brothers, and I think of the Melee version I played with my friends, and then I just keep going version of version, and I think about the people and the places I was when I played these games, and you know the memories that I share. The man really has gone above and beyond and has sustained success over decades, that to the point that you don't see it often. And I guess it really should be his last game. You could see it in his heart. He wants to be done. The man deserves rest.
Absolutely.
He gave us everything as Smash fans, as you know.
He did the impossible.
Like, he did the impossible, and they'll never replicate it again. But Nintendo is going to make more Smash games. There will be somebody else in charge.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do think this is the golden age of Smash, and unfortunately, I'm a bit skeptical and pessimistic when a series loses its creator like Sakurai.
Same.
Fair.
Like Kingdom
1,000,000%.
Hearts without Nomura. I mean, I don't even think about that future.
Kingdom Hearts without Nomura doesn't seem like Kingdom Hearts to me.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
I don't know how I'll feel with Smash. We'll see.
Yeah. It's like Pokemon without Junichi Masuda. It's just weird. Like it's not. But yeah, it's really weird because like when I was like, I first got Kingdom Hearts 1 when I was like in fourth or fifth grade. And then, you know, I got like the GameCube, and then I like discovered the N64 after I got a GameCube because I was just so because I was so young. So I played Melee and then I played 64. And then when I was like a teenager, I got Brawl on release day. I was like,
me too, dude.
In like sixth or seventh grade or something. And I remember that was the first time it just popped into my head that like third-party characters could come to Smash. I was like, wait, like Sonic? And then that's when I've wanted him up like forever, but I really knew like in Brawl, I was like, if Sora gets in Smash, that's all I want. Like, I don't care about anything else. And I don't know, when you play Smash competitively, the thing that you do, that most people do, is that you pick a character that you're really connected with, right? So you pick a franchise. So, I mean, in Brawl, I picked Pokemon Trainer because I love Pokemon, but then he wasn't there for Wii U and 3DS. So I was just looking around and I picked up Ness and I was like, oh, I'm just good with him. I've never finished the Earthbound games or the Mother series. But then like, ever since then, like, I remember even when they revealed Captain Falcon for the Wii U, I was like, come on, be Sora. And then it was like Captain Falcon and Lucina from Fire Emblem. So like, I've been like wanting him every single trailer. I'm like, this is it. So this last one, I was like, all right, it might not be it. Like, it's all good. What a great ride. And then like,
it was,
And when you have that like connection with a character, I feel like that's when you're unstoppable, because like now I'm going to really like train. Like I never like, study frames or whatever, but like there's going to be
so many people maining Sora.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Online's gonna be filled. With just Soras everywhere.
So Soras on the
screen.
Man.
It's like Dream Drop, like also
it's Dream Drop distance all over again.
And Cake's being the final one, like a lot of Soras.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jeez. So you guys got anything else to say about Sora being in Smash?
Who's hosting the Sora only tournament?
Well, hosting one at KH20.
Yeah, we are.
True.
Guys,
KH20, what's that?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
Please tell us right now. But if you guys want to.
Look, I'm in the same boat as Josh. I've never been a Smash player. I'm absolute trash at Smash. I'll trademark that. But even still, I feel like Sora's representation in Smash just feels really special and significant. Like, even if you're not a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, seeing this series represented in Smash, especially with a playable fighter, feels huge, and it does feel final. And it now that we've seen it, it feels right.
Right.
And I feel like Sakurai and his team really did capture and like celebrate Sora exactly as who he is and what he stands for, not as a smashable or smash like character. He's Sora, like he feels that way. And we could tell that from like moment one. And the only other thing I want to say is, if anyone is out there listening to this who feels disappointed or frustrated or even just confused as to why Sora's in Smash now, go try Kingdom Hearts
or fight me.
Or if you've tried it before, go try it again.
Fight,
Right? Yeah, it's highly unlikely that anyone listening to this is like, you know what, I'm still on the fence, I don't really like Sora. Nah, way. But if you are, go freaking play it. Go play it.
I guess one more thing for me is just, I think that, you know, like I said, it was a wild journey every single time, just like Treecast. I'm sure all you guys, every trailer, I was like, please be Sora, please be Sora, please be Sora. And I think that the fact that he was the last character made it that much more special, because if I got him like when we got Joker, it wouldn't have hit as hard. The fact that we had to wait until the end to get the big bang at the end, like I wouldn't have wanted it done any other way, even though, you know, I'm pretty much traumatized from every trailer expecting it to be Sora. And every time I saw the Mii fighters, I'm like, please don't be Sora. Like the emotional distress I've been in because of Sakurai.
I don't know about you guys, but like
KHGuides
had a lot of hype building towards it over years and years and years. And you go, I was kind of scared that like the future of the series, I mean, I know I'm optimistic about it. I know you guys have optimistic for it, but I kind of feel like it wasn't going to like have as much. I feel like a KX4 wouldn't have as much hype as KX3 would, but I feel like with the direction the story is going amongst the actual fan base, and then in a mainstream spectrum with Sora being a Smash, I feel like the hype of KX4 is going to be on a whole other level now. With everything that's happening this past week or so. And I can't wait till that timeline when we get that KX3 the hype train for a couple of years.
They knew what they trailers. They revealed the anniversary video immediately after. So
that was crazy.
Forward to boys.
Yeah.
Quick question: do you guys think Dark Road was delayed because of this, or do you think it was just like a usual?
No,
maybe a little bit of both. Maybe
Dark Road was delayed because of Square.
I was gonna say, if this was the first delay we ever had for the mobile game, then we'd be like, I got the Smash. But because we have a history of this happening,
I've heard it's pretty, I've heard it's pretty bad. Like it got delayed 3 times or something.
At this point, because like I just didn't care. I was just like, whatever, like Sora's in Smash. I don't need Dark Road right now. Like screw Zay.
And again, we were kind of pessimistic about this whole thing anyway. They must actually believe it was going to come out in September when they said
the people who I got a heart for the people who really held out and were just tweeting on September 30th. So no Dark Road today. I feel for all of you. I love you, and it'll be here in the winter.
Oh my gosh. But guys, seriously, thank you so much for doing this podcast. Like the absolute gods of Kingdom Hearts. Guys, please like say where everyone can find you and stuff like that too on social media.
You guys can find me at twix.tv/LanzOfMasters. Same with Twitter as well. I also have a YouTube. I do a lot of Kingdom Hearts challenge runs. I yell on the internet. I react to Pokemon cards and
he reacts to Pokemon cards. I saw
that was crazy.
Loved it.
I react to beam a Data Fights on level 1, no damaging them on all pro codes.
Man.
Check me out. We'd love to have you.
I'm AndyBru. If you just you look up AndyBru on YouTube, I'm there. You can just find me there. I'm AndyBru48 on Twitch. Andy_Brew_ on Twitter. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of first playthroughs. I'm about to start Persona 5 for like my first time ever within the next couple of weeks. So I'm really looking forward to that. But
Crash Bandicoot Go.
Yeah, and I play a lot of Crash. You know, I play a lot of Crash whenever I can. Not a ton on stream, but sometimes if I'm feeling it. But yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts. Like I love JRPGs, action RPGs. So like you'll see a lot of that stuff there. And so yeah, but I kind of just make other videos as well. You know, I kind of just do whatever the heck I want. So come hang.
Nice. I'll go next. You can find me at twitch.tv/KHGuides or KHGuides.com. We're working on building the greatest Kingdom Hearts guides and walkthroughs that the internet has ever witnessed. Better than Brady Games, better than Ultimadias. Be sure to check it out if you need them. No one on this call needs a guide. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I appreciate being here, Tree. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
And,
you can find
you, bro. You.
Oh, all right. You guys can find me over at Twitch, Twitter, anything basically at my name, Jasheeshh. I'm actually going to be making a return within the next week. I have a date set in mind. I just need yet to solidify it, but I'll be returning back and continuing my Kingdom Hearts 3 level 1 critical run. I'm currently doing the data battles. I'll be doing a ton of Genshin as well. I recently just got addicted into that. And then I'm also going to be playing a ton of Smash and stuff on it as well. But yeah, that's me.
I'm the Landi Lodge. You guys can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Over on YouTube, I make a lot of Kingdom Hearts videos, story and analysis, some Final Fantasy stuff, some Zelda stuff. I also host a podcast that touches on a lot of broad gaming topics. You can find all that on YouTube. Over on Twitch, I'm a bit of a variety streamer. I'm currently streaming some Final Fantasy 14 and some Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I also like to do some Nuzlocke, and we'll play Kingdom Hearts there as well. I stick out. There's a big eye, blue background, Landi Lodge, YouTube, Twitch. And I just want to give one special shout out to all the sickos who hit me up on the day Sora was announced for Smash. Those of you who knew nothing about Kingdom Hearts, but knew that I loved it. It shows me that even though you didn't know what the hell ever came out of my mouth, that you cared. So thank you.
The sickos and normies.
The sickos and normies.
Sickos and normies.
Classic.
All right, then I'm Lunar Lux. You can find me on Twitter, LunarLux_. Pretty sure I'm the same on Twitch. I can't remember. I am coming back the day Sora comes out, so on the 18th, I'm going to be returning to streaming. I took a few months off.
Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll probably be playing a lot of Genshin. I'm huge on Genshin. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I'm a slave to that game, so I can't stop, never stop. So I'll be doing that. I'll be playing tons of Smash with Sora. I plan on playing through the Kingdom Hearts series again at some point, just kind of get back into the rhythm of streaming. So yeah, just look forward to that. I'm on YouTube too, but I probably won't be uploading that. So just clips, maybe. I don't know.
Nice. Guys, thank you so much again for coming on this special once in a lifetime Treecast. Really, really appreciate it. So I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.